Testing is over at Phillip Island, and that means that testing is finally over for the 2025 pre-season. One dry session and one mostly damp session closed proceedings on Tuesday. Next up is FP1 on Friday, and coming up fast, a flag-to-flag race 1 on Saturday. So here is one final look at how things are gearing up in World SBK in 2025. A clear top 5 has developed over Monday and Tuesday at Phillip Island, and 4 of those riders were on Ducatis. With rev limits abolished for 2025, it seems like the Panigales have come loose at the island, with Nicola Bulega topping all 4 sessions by quite some distance and showing remarkably consistent pace all throughout both days. But beware Alvaro Bautista. On Monday, the Spaniard said that his confidence was nearing 2023 levels on the V4R, and on Tuesday he proved that with 19 laps in the 129s in just the morning session. The other top 2 Ducatis were Andrea Iannone and Danilo Petrucci, 2nd and 3rd respectively on Tuesday. Both showed slightly less consistent pace in their longer runs than the Uruguay Tigio, but both are also known to up their game come race day. 4 more riders will compete with Panigales in 2025. Sam Lowes and Mark VDS have switched to Krapovic exhausts in their sophomore SBK season, while Scott Redding and NGM Bonovo have fit straight into the top 10 in their move from BMW to Ducati. 2 rookies complete the octet: Ryan Vickers, fast in the dry and in the wet, and Yari Montella, last year's double race winner in the Supersport class. 5 riders were half a step above the rest in testing at the island. Those 4 Ducatis, and who else but the reigning world champion. Recovered from his huge Monday high side, Toprak Razgatlioglu lapped consistently in the 129s with his new BMW M1000RR, the only rider able to keep up with the V4Rs in terms of 1-lap pace and race pace. Michael van der Mark meanwhile finished 12th, one of 13 riders to dip at least once into the 129s. Can the rest of the manufacturers catch up by race day? A few riders have a history of stepping up come the weekend. Take Andrea Locatelli, double podium finisher in 2024. He was P6 on Tuesday and one of 2 riders who were confirmed to be using the new Yamaha swing arm, the other being GRT's Remy Gardner. The Aussie, who had a big high-speed crash at turn 3, was relatively close on the timesheets to teammate Domi Egerter and Moto2X Racing's Tito Rabat, with Bahattin Sofoglu slightly behind. Speaking of riders who have a history of playing coy at the island, Alex Lowes, double race winner last year after finishing a quiet 5th in testing. This year, he was 7th over 1 lap, with teammate Axel Bassani 1 position lower. The new Bimota seems to be less of a finished package at the moment than the tried and trusted ZX-10RR, but don't count either rider out of the equation just yet. On the subject of Kawasaki, unfortunately, there wasn't much left of this one for Garrett Gerloff after a crash at the high-speed turn 8. Rider okay, bike not so much. Finally, the Hondas. 4 on track, 1 with a pace throughout testing is Xavi Vierge, 9th overall. Ike Lecuona has slowly been catching up while working through the pain of his off-season injuries, matching test rider and Phillip Island wildcard Tetsuya Nakashima on the timesheets. Over at Petronas MIE, a tough test to say the least, with a crash in the morning for Taz McKenzie, and a total of 1 lap and 4 turns completed for newcomer Zakwan Zaidi before a tumble at turn 4. That's it from Australia for a couple of days. Engines will roar once again in 3 days' time. As always at Phillip Island and with World SBK, get ready for some fireworks.